And we're live. Welcome, everybody, and we're already getting some points. Awesome. We're getting some spending to give people bonuses, and fucking need them. We are welcome, everybody, to another episode of D&D Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, a D&D game set in my own homebrew setting in a modern era of industrialized might and magic, where you can buy cantrips in the pharmacy. Tonight we have a fight, but it's not personal, it's just pure business. But before we go into things, we'll just quickly go around. You can tell who they are, and who they are playing. Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I am playing Will-O-Wisp. I am Fire Genasi Cleric, and this is the night I'm going to die.
Sounds reasonable. Kat.
Hi, I am Kat. I am playing RaQui MriTtyur, Aarakocra Bard / Warlock, and you will not die. I have a magic coin. It's all good.
We'll see who you spend the coin on. Nate.
Right, I'm playing Errol Reminesh, the Cragling fighter, who is still not entirely sure why we're about to fight to the death, but it's what we came here to do.
And last but not least, Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Olo Proudburrow, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue, which lately took an interest in music, and I'm going to save everyone and die trying.
not maybe that's not, just die trying. Okay. During our last few games, the party and their allies formed a plan to storm the offices and essentially bunker of Shadow Rain, a private military contractor led by General Arbalest Wavecrest, the more or less Will's adoptive grandfather, who had taken Will's adoptive parent hostage is a word for it, for reasons that were revealed last time, more or less to draw Will to him. As he came to realize, he already knew that Will existed, that she was still alive when in the past his company had been hired to take her family out. Someone, and I think everybody in the party knows who, leaked Will's existence to interested parties, aka the people who hired the company for the assassination in the first place. And so now questions have arisen that the general is not happy to have to answer back. So he is very much decided that, Will needs to die to appease his clients and essentially keep his company afloat. Reputation is everything in the business, and he is responsible for the lives of quite a few employees. So if Will has to die for it, so be it. He's just hoping Will and the party give him a good show before they die. Will dismissed the rest of the allies who have kindly left on the lift, taking Will's mother with them, and RaQui made essentially a pre-deal at an Asmodean office to potentially bring back Will should she actually die. We left things with all of you gathered, although had left on the lift, assuming, I think, that the rest of the group would follow and only Will would stay behind, this was after all Will's plan. But Errol and RaQui remained behind as well, along with Clara, who just would not go. They very much said, no, that's not happening. Which reminds me, I need to add Clara to the initiative. We left this with basically that very much the situation, and we begin right after. I have asked all the players to roll their initiative just to save on time so we can get things going. Now, I will warn you, this boss has everything that you all possess. So in the past, while the characters have had access to modules and different abilities that are built into the system and give them many advantages, I have kept the NPCs and monsters free of that. Not only that, but some of the house rules of the game, including expanded fighting styles, which Errol does have some abilities from those. And this character incorporates everything. So this is the big boss. As I mentioned, this man is a Goliath standing about 6.5 feet tall. Long ginger mane of hair, almost like a lion's mane, and a nice little beard. He is encased in a body armor, more like a powered armor. Think something closer to, say, the Mjolnir armor from Halo rather than, say, Iron Man. So more visibly a combat armor. Completely black with the shadowy lion crest of the company. RaQui, you know from your measure, your thing that lets you see HP bars and mana for everyone, that you don't see an HP bar on him. You instead see a yellow bar with a number 300 on it. You are to describe your current location, and for our audience, you are more or less in the depths of this base. You are with him more or less in a 50 by 50 area. Walls on either side. On one end, just wall, and the other wall is the lift that took the other people out. He is standing on one end, you're standing on the other, so there's about 40 feet between you. Well, actually 50 exactly feet between you since you're in the edges. Everything is metal, just it's a bunker. It's more or less metal everywhere. Behind him is another 50 feet, and at the back of him is still the open door to his office. That from that wall there is a hallway that you know were led to the hangar. The barracks, all the where Will's mom was held. That's about 100 feet in the distance. Behind you, about 10 feet back, is the door to the security office. And another 30 feet behind that is the door that led to the lockers where you all came in. That too leads to a hallway, again, about 100 feet in length, that has more elements of this base. Think of this area more or less looking like an F, or, more like an U, actually. Just two long prongs and a central hallway. More or less, the total length of this hallway is about 130 feet, with you kind of in the middle of it. For RaQui, because you would probably worry about height, again, 50. It's a box, very much. You can fly, but not too much. And there are guards everywhere, And the general, the first thing he does is dismissed, leave the area. And they are no questions asked. They stole their weapons. They do on his orders very much in the past, and they double check, distribute any of those like full heal, full mana drinks on the general's orders. And he just stands there facing you. 2 great axes appear in his hands. And he just has them crossed and says, just so you know, this is not personal. This is pure business. But I will enjoy it. I suggest you do too. And we go right into combat. The first one acting is Olo, followed by the general, and then RaQui. Start thinking what you want to do.
Am I still in the left?
You're the lift is at the top. You have reached the top. Let's just say by a few minutes have passed. You have reached the top. No one's come. Like the lift hasn't gone down again. So the rest of the group must be staying behind.
I'll jump in the left. I'll press the button to go back down.
Okay. This lift is fairly quick. You'll get there next turn. Well, next round. Next up is the general, who will just straight up move and then dash to get right into melee with Will. And that will be his turn. Next up is RaQui.
So I am going to cast Aid on Will. And also myself and also Errol.
Okay.
So you guys can have an additional 5 hit points. And then as a bonus action, I am going to give Will a Bardic Inspiration. And that is me.
Okay. That then is Will.
Okay, so first things first, let's do a guidance bolt. A guiding bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Guiding bolt, not guidance
The
bolt.
guidance bolt hits him, but also gives him a bonus on saves.
God damn it. No, but yeah, let's do a guiding bolt.
Cool.
15.
That is not enough.
Nope, that's fine.
He's so up close to you that you think, nah, this bare, like, broad chest, no chance I can miss. But incredibly spry for a man his age, he sidesteps the guiding bolt and it just fires. You see it blasting the coffee pot in the office, though.
And a bonus action, I would use a spiritual weapon, 25 to hit.
That does hit.
Cool. I will. So that is 14 points of damage.
I tell them the damage of the attack roll. That is not correct.
And that's everything.
You bang. What is your spiritual weapon looking like this time?
So my spiritual weapon this time is probably going to let's go for.
Would Will stick to the usual cooking implement, or having seen perhaps her biological parents' weapons in the
Yeah,
in
she'll
kind of storage room?
Yeah, she'll use one of the one of her parents' weapons, just as a
It's either a staff
homage.
or a sword.
Sword. Let's go with that.
The sword just manifests and strike him with the same design, slim blade with a V-shaped crossguard.
Yep.
He sees it and just gives you a nod and a chuckle.
She will kind of have like a little like smile at the corner of her mouth because she knows that he wants a fight, and she's going to
Provide
what's
it.
what? Yes, basically, she's going to provide what he needs her to do. So yeah.
Errol.
How far away?
He is very much 5 feet away. Just need to move, and he's there. You were very much kind of grouped up together because you were all still discussing, and he basically just rushed to get right into melee with Will.
I guess we're just gonna fight then. I'd like to move. I would flank with Will, but I think what I'd rather do is stand side by side with Will so I can move her out of the way if I need to. Bonus action, Giant's Might, big.
Okay.
Which might be a mistake, but I'll set up and next turn I'll do something else. And go for 2 attacks.
Hey, go for it.
That won't hit. Don't.
I'm gonna guess a natural 1.
It was a 5, actually, and I'm assuming that what's my bonus right now? It's not going to hit. I don't think 5 is going to hit, regardless of what it is. It's 5.
Just no.
That's a bit better. Don't think I've got any bonuses on that from anywhere else. Plus 20 to hit.
That does not hit. On both cases, he just lets the armor just take the brunt of the hit. It doesn't seem to have an impact on him.
Oh no, I got the +2 to attack and damage from the foundation module, so it's 22.
22, that is exactly his armor class. So your second attack does hit.
The other one definitely wasn't a hit. Right, okay, here we go. Rolling some damage. Sorry, it's been a while. 3 again, 6. D6 of lightning. 3 lightning damage. 6. 7. Find where all of my stuff is. 8. I think it's 12 points of damage, 3 of which are lightning.
Okay. Yep. No resistances here.
Oh, and my big Giant's Might.
D6, yes.
Is it only on my first attack, or is it the first attack that hits?
I'm gonna guess
Just
it's first attack that hits.
Plus 1d6 damage on attacks. So I think that's the first one that hits. Plus 4.
It's the same as sneak attack. You decide on which one it goes. How
so
much?
It's 4 more.
So 16. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. The first one, your hammer literally bounces off the armor. The second one, you strike and it rings out with a clang. That brings us to Clara, who is immediately going to go into a rage and take a couple of steps back and open fire. She hits with the first attack, hits with the second. Dealing 19 points of damage with the rifle. Sorry, that's an additional 4 points from the rage. Cool. That then brings us to top. Olo. You're muted.
The door's open.
Lift. This ding, and you see this melee already in progress.
My first action is I cast Dissident Whispers on General Dickhead.
Yep.
At
least use his
save of
title.
50.
That's appropriate. How
General
much is the
Dickhead.
save?
15 Wisdom.
It's a 19 save.
Okay, only takes half damage, which is 6.
Oh.
And as a bonus action, I will cast Bardic Inspiration on Errol.
How do you inspire your fellow seeker?
Come on, Errol. You can do it. Don't let General Poopy Pants beat you.
Okay. General Poopy Pants is impressed by the sudden name calling. And just goes, oh, you came back. The more the merrier. It's his turn. The general will make an attack on Will. That is a 15.
Doesn't hit.
Bonus action will make an attack with the offhand weapon. That is a 21.
Hits.
Protection. Reroll it with. I can give him disadvantage on the attack roll, so disadvantage. I
In the
guess.
future, do call that out earlier. Okay. That was the lower roll. Because you grant disadvantage. I just rolled for the lower. That was the lower roll. The next die was a 16. So that is still 21. That is. You take 18 points of slashing damage as it brings the great axe down on you. That then brings, that is all he can do. Next up is RaQui.
With all of the bits that's been happening to him, do I notice anything with his bar?
Yes, it's diminishing.
Okay. Anything
So
in
if you want to know more, you can always make an insight check.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight check it, please. Well, it's not too bad. 15 on the dice. 21.
21. You look at him and he seems just, hyped for battle, but you can see his eyes are bloodshot and you can see like a small trickle of blood coming down from his ear. So that something is off with this armor.
Okay, so in which case I am going to cast Enhance Ability on Will. So you gain extra hit points, which I will roll for you in a second. And I'm also going to cast Healing Word. How much HP did you lose?
18.
And use the extra mana from my souped up module to maximize the dice. So I'm going to give you 16 HP back.
Okay.
And then where's it gone? You can also have an additional. Oh no, that's the wrong. Sorry, wrong dice. Let me find the right ones. There we go. An additional 11 temporary hit points as well, and you also have advantage on Constitution checks. And that is me done.
At the end of your turn, he uses one of his legendary actions. And Errol, does that 22 hit you?
Yes.
You take 18 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
Okay, that then brings us to Will.
I will try and do a guiding bolt.
Go for it. Not guidance
Again.
this time.
Not guidance. Fuck your guidance. 20.
Does not hit, regrettably. It's 22 to hit.
Okay.
You try it, and this time he is ready for it and just avoids it altogether. You still have your bonus action for your weapon, though, if you wanna use it for that.
Yeah, I will do.
Also, remember you have your newly minted war cleric, so you do have your multiple uses of channel divinity to help people, and even yourself. So
Yes, I am gonna use it next time. For my guidance bolt. So because I
Guidance
keep on
again. Nice to
I keep
hear.
on doing it with my spiritual weapon, and I
Good.
keep on hitting with the 24 that time.
That's
So
awesome.
all right, damage. 12 damage.
12 damage. Awesome. This time, he stepped out of the way of the guiding bolt and just ended up leaving his back open to the force weapon that you have.
Mhm.
Despite everything, he looks very enthused about this. Errol,
He wants me to give it a go, so I'm giving it a go.
give it a go. That's all that matters.
I am flip his eyes flick towards Will like, okay. This feels weird. What is the GM? What is the use for like the disruption module? Is it a action, bonus action?
It's an action.
It's an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for my knowledge. I will bonus action Hill's Rune activate.
Give you essentially the benefits of rage in terms of
basically
damage reduction.
resistances. And I would like to use my action to disrupt whatever is going on with him.
Okay.
Give it a go.
I will make a save for him. I will warn you, this armor is made to resist this kind of thing, so it gets advantage.
Yeah.
And it has a fairly large bonus.
I don't know what the DC is.
The DC for the disruption module is 15. He succeeds with a 16.
Does it do any? It just doesn't do any damage, or
it does half damage.
okay, so many D6s apparently. Is that true? That must be the base one because I don't have it boosted or anything. It's just what it is. 2, 4, 8, 10, 4, 11, 15. So half of 15.
Yeah, that does not overcome the requirement to disrupt the item.
Will I spend my action surge? Nah, I will hold off on action surge. Might be more useful later.
Perfect.
So action, bonus action, done.
Awesome. Clara will open fire again.
She'll get the advantage from Oh no, Guiding Bolt did to him, did he?
And again, hits twice. And deals 25 points of damage. Just opening fire on this old man. You see him just being peppered with a Magitech rifle from the side on the Clara, already just almost slobbering at the mouth, like, fucking die! You don't touch her girl. Olo.
Olo steps in, swings with his main hand with a short sword.
Yeah, that's flanking.
26.
26 hits.
Yeah. 18 points of damage.
18. Nice. Very good.
Bonus action. Attacks with his offhand.
Hmm?
Nice.
And miserably failed.
It's time for a lair action.
Oh.
The ceiling open and two orbs descend. They're essentially an orb of metal encased in a rotating metal shell that is also spherical, and they just hover around you and center one on Errol and one on Will, and just essentially do a laser pointer on them, providing the general advantage on his attack rolls. It's time for the general, who will again focus that on Will.
I'll do a protection again for Will, so disadvantage. It'll just cancel out
roll, yeah. That is a 21.
Okay.
That is a 13 slashing.
Mhm.
And then with the bonus action, we'll attack with the offhand. Again, advantage. That is a 26, so it does hit. That is another 9 points of slashing. It is RaQui's turn. This guy is focusing down on your cleric.
Yeah, he is. Do I go for that? Do I go for? Sorry. What level is that? 3rd level spell. I'm gonna try let's go for a chill touch on this one. 18, 25.
Oh, that hits. That for sure hits.
2d8. Where's my d8s? So that's going to do 13 points of necrotic damage. And
he can't heal.
He can't heal. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then bonus action, Bardic Inspiration for Errol. And then that's
He already has.
Technically, already have it.
Yeah, he already has one.
Olo gave me it.
I'll give it to Olo instead then.
Okay. How do you inspire Olo?
I'm going to stick to my traditional squawking, but happy squawks because Olo came back. So
He's like,
yeah.
You get a chirp.
Yeah, more of a chirp. I like that. We can have a chirp instead of a squawk.
Will, your turn. With Errol after.
Okay, right.
3rd time's the charm.
Yeah, let's do Channel Divinity for this one.
Okay.
So
advantage.
guided strike, so I get +10 to the roll.
If you miss this one, I will clip the shit out of this.
Okay. 22.
You exactly hit his armor class.
That was with the plus 10 added on top. I rolled a 12.
That is amazing.
Okay.
Deal your damage. Roll it up.
24 points of damage.
Beautiful. This time, you know, he's been dodging way too much for an old man. He's no spring chicken, despite having a powered armor. So you just blast him straight in the chest. He begins to glow. Something happens though. He staggers for a moment, bringing a fist, one of the hands with the axis to his chest, and he just kind of wobbles in place and then just spits out a glob of blood, just vomits a bit of blood and just starts like panting in place. And you hear over the comms comes and says, boss, you okay? Your vitals are spiking, boss. We're going to shut this shit down now. He goes, no. Set the armor for phase 2. Boss, that shit's going to kill you. We can't, that shit's going to kill you. That's an order. And it's okay, boss, phase 2. And you see the armor begins to glow. And a green glow appears on the axis. And we're on phase 2 of this fight. It is Errol's turn.
I still have a bonus action.
Oh, yes, you do. Are you going to use your attack on this?
I was going to use my attack, yeah.
Awesome, you have advantage because of the thing.
Mhm. Nah, that was useless. The advantage, it was the same thing twice. 22 to hit.
Exact to hit. You're exactly hitting him.
Yeah. And 17 points of damage that time.
By now, it's fairly visible. He is bleeding out the eyes.
Okay.
And you whack him, and it's almost like his response to the pain is slowing. But that's your turn, Errol, with Clara following up.
Can I get a beat on what the fuck is happening with this old man?
You can make either an insight or a medicine check.
Insight. Do an insight. Insight is not bad. Where's my d20? 11 plus 8. 19.
You can, whatever this armor is doing, in terms of providing him for strength advantage, whatever, it's a powered armor. It is definitely meant for someone much younger and fit. It is burning through him. He is having, if this fight goes on too long, he's going to die. Straight up, no matter his HP, he's going to drop dead.
Was that an action or a...
No, that's free. That's free. That's just observation.
It's like a not a combat assessment because that's a real thing, but quick combat assessment. Errol kind of is like, this fucking crazy old man. Are you sure you want to do this? And then get like, I'm gonna try to. I think I would like to try to just trip him, knock him down. Again, this feels fucking weird. This guy's like, come kill me. He's like, I don't know that I want to do that. I get advantage on like strength-based thing. I'm assuming this is an athletics to try to trip him.
Roll. Essentially doing a push to just knock him.
That's nice. 27.
I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you one thing. His bonus to athletics is plus 15.
Oof.
And he rolled a natural 20. So you, even with your bulk, you go to push him and you're pushing on a stone slab. You make no headway. And it just looks at you and says, what are you thinking? Get your head in the game, soldier.
Action surge, I guess. Just try to attack him.
Yeah.
But where were you? Well, that's a natural 20.
Awesome.
Apparently my head has become in the game. Hang on. I need to keep switching between my thing. Remember, it's 2d8. Oh, shit. 7. 11. 24 damage doubled for a crit. Or do you want me to roll all the dice again?
Oh, that's fine.
So whatever 24 is doubled. And then 48. Second attack. 18, no, 20. No, doesn't hit. The first attack was good, so I'll take it.
Okay. How much was it?
24 normal damage, so on a crit.
48.
48.
Cool.
Was a big hit. He said,
that
"Get your head in the game."
That armor, that orange yellow bar is diminished greatly. At the end of your turn, as a legendary action, he's going to swing to you.
Hit me back, yeah.
Oh, cool. Also, you take 6 points of damage when you hit him. The part of the energy of the armor hits back at you. He has Thorn aura.
Oh, interesting. Is it just normal damage?
Just a piercing damage. So you take half damage.
How much damage did you say it was?
6, so 3.
3.
He will hit you with a 32.
Yes. No. Mistress of damage.
That is that. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Is it against a poison?
Yes.
I have advantage. Which is useful because that was shit. That's not a huge amount better. Constitution.
Yep.
It's actually all right now. 20.
You will take half damage.
Okay.
So for now, just to give you the damage, you're going to be taking already halved 8 points of slashing.
Okay. So full on 8. Got it.
Plus 3 acid. And
6, yeah.
9 poison.
Got it. And that was halved as well, yeah.
That was already halved. That is now that was your turn. It's Clara.
Oh,
Clara will open fire on him again. Please. That's a natural 1. The rifle has a special rule and it can get locked up. I need to make a DC 10 roll. It's just a straight die roll. Success, so it doesn't get locked. Does not hit with her second attack. This time, Clara has been opening firing, but it's getting a bit too wild and kind of loses to the recoil of the weapon. Wild barbarians. Layer action. First comes Olo before the layer action.
Okay, Olo runs in between his legs to get behind him.
Yep.
Turns around and he's looking to see if he can notice anything weird with the armor.
The armor fully encases him.
Okay. He's just going to.
You can make a tech roll, DC 25, and maybe get a would get a significant amount of insight.
Yeah, that did not do it. He's just not techie enough. He attacked with his main hand. Misses. Attacks with his offhand. And misses.
Yeah, it's too bad. It is now time for the lair action, the 2 orbs. I'm going to need a con save from Will and Errol. The DC is 16.
18.
Cool.
Did you say will save?
Con save for Will.
Con save. Okay. I was confusing myself. 1 second. I have advantage on those at the moment. 11.
Not enough. You take 3 points of lightning damage,
Okay.
and you are stunned until the beginning of the next round.
Okay.
Yes, Earl?
Do I take the lightning damage or?
No, it's a full save. It's essentially a taser.
Okay.
So if you shrug it off, it does nothing. It's the general's turn as a bonus action rage. And he goes for Will. Are you going to impose disadvantage
again? Yeah.
Okay. Straight roll. 19 on the die. That hits.
As a reaction, can I cast Silvery Barbs, please?
Of course, I can make him.
Thank
You can make him reroll. That is a 19 to hit. Silvery Barbs. His attack is done with a plus 13, just to give you all the down low on him.
That armor, man.
That's actually modules. Same modules you all have.
Oof.
Disruption was a good idea, but it didn't work.
Oh, I've actually been doing less damage than I should. Oops. No worries. We'll go from here. We'll do it this time. He is gonna deal you. Before he was none of his stuff was active, so it's fine. You take 12 points of slashing damage. Also 7 points of acid.
Mhm.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
17.
It succeeds. You take half damage. It's 8 points of poison damage.
Okay.
As a bonus action, second attack. He only has 1 attack, but has 2 weapons. That's 20, 30.
Mhm.
So same thing again. This time it's 21 slashing.
Down.
Okay, I'm not going to roll the rest because it's not likely to go over your max hit points. That is Will down. That brings us to RaQui. Will drops to the floor. Spiritual weapon, does it go with you or stay up?
It is not a
It's not concentration,
concentration.
so let's say remains, but
It
just
just
stays immobile. It says it's a prop now.
Who's after him?
Can
RaQui.
me. Can I? Oh, how am I going to do this? Right. Let's see what I can pump in. I am going to highest level healing word, and I'm going to pump the extra mana in.
Okay.
So this time you will get, so 4th level, 4d4, 20 HP plus, as a bonus action, I am going to use the additional charges to do my first aid module as well.
Okay.
And that one is, if I can find another. And another 4. And another 11.
Another 11.
Thanks.
So
Okay.
31 total.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give you straight away. At the end of your turn, there will be a legendary action. It will try to hit Will again. So there's a chance she'll drop again. Just so you know, just to be upfront with everybody. Is that everything that you can do in your turn?
That's my action and bonus action.
Anything you want to do as a free action? Squawk angrily at him.
Swearing is always free.
Pardon?
Swearing is always free.
Yeah.
Swearing is always free. The potions that we have, what did we decide it was to drink one?
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Okay, then no, that's fine.
I will allow, if you want to spend your action and your bonus, I will allow someone to chuck two of them on the turn. The first one is a bonus, second one as a full action.
Okay, that's fine. I've used all my actions, so
Okay.
we'll leave it
Then
as that.
at the end of the turn, legendary to strike at will. That's the
Miss.
first.
Miss.
Hits with a 30. So that's
That is correct.
There's no such thing as that in D&D.
Yeah, there isn't, is there?
all right.
Nothing.
I
I'm doing Pathfinder.
I need your con save. DC 15.
For the acid.
No, the acid is straight up. It's the poison.
Sorry, the poison.
14.
Okay, that's a miss.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I have advantage. 1 sec.
Right, go for it.
16.
Half damage then. That's 40 points of damage.
Nope, it's gone.
And we straight up come
Okay.
to your turn
Save.
on a death save.
Yep. $13.
13. That is one success. So unconscious and one success. It is now Errol's turn. Oh, actually, it was still his turn. That was sorry, his turn. It wasn't his turn. It was a legendary
It was
action.
a legendary.
Yeah.
Bonus action, second wind.
Yep.
Because I can't heal Will with a bonus action, so that makes back a few points back for me. And then I'm just gonna try to hit him. Is Olo in flanking position now?
Yes.
So advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That'll hit. That won't, but the advantage means that the first one will hit with a 26. It's 2d8. It's gonna roll 2d8. Uh, 26 on the first hit.
Nice. That's a
Pretty
frankly a
good. We don't get
fairly
the extra.
shocking hit.
Yeah, there's some electricity dealt in there as well.
Yeah, you were rocking.
But you said he didn't. You said you didn't have any resistances,
No,
so I
no
just
resistance.
did it all in one.
I mean, no,
was-
no.
it
Now
was
he's
some good rolls.
enraged. Now he's enraged, so the bludgeoning damage would be halved.
So the lightning was 4 points of that. It's still on the d6.
Okay, so it was 26, so would have been 22 to 11,
Halved.
and then the 4, 15.
Lightning.
15, so it would have been 11 points restored, so to speak.
11 points less than what it was. That will miss, but
It's more
advantage.
for
Oh, it's the
my
same
for
roll.
the sheet for me to restore the value.
Same roll, 26 to hit. So
for
hits
it.
again, right? So hang on. 10 plus 8 plus 2, so 10. So it's 20 down to 10 bludgeoning.
Mhm.
And 1 point of lightning damage.
So 11.
Yeah.
So but you ended up doing the total damage of that
Did
first
the
hit.
extra.
That's the
Like, no, take the damage.
his armor bar is on its last legs. After this, you will be dealing full damage to him. Well, quote unquote full damage to actually him. That was Errol. It is Clara's turn. Let me go for quickly go. What options do we have with our fun Clara? No, she's gonna just continue with the weapon deals a bunch of damage. So, rolling a d12, that's never gonna hit. That does hit. The second attack also hits. Dealing 6 points in total because of the rage. Seeing that, she frustrated and presses a couple of buttons on the rifle, and it lights up with the ammo lights up with fire. So she's going to start dealing extra elemental damage next turn. That is the end of the round. We come back to Olo at the beginning of the next one.
Olo's seen well down, and he's just like, he can't heal her, so he's just going to go for maximum damage.
Go for it.
Uh, 26 with his main hand.
That is a wonderful hit.
Doing 28 points of damage.
Nice. That is beautiful.
With his offhand, he does 5 points of damage.
You strike at his legs from where you are, and you clearly draw blood from one of the legs. From the other leg, you feel metal, which is the one, let's say that's the one that deals lower damage. You're striking a metal leg. At the end of your turn, before the legendary action, is going to use his one legendary action to strike at will on the ground. Errol, if you want to give disadvantage, you can do it.
I can give disadvantage. I don't know that it will
the
help
fact that
if he has advantage.
Whatever you do, he's still going to have his turn coming next.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make the attack. That is a 24 to hit. Just on the first roll. I haven't rolled the second. The 11 is the highest.
Can I use hang on. Does
You
she
still
count
have
as
you still have your room where you can redirect it to someone else if you want.
Yeah, I do. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But how many? He's got 2 attacks, right? And he's got this legendary.
Yes, his legendary, and his turn he has main hand and offhand.
So I essentially need to stop him hitting her at least twice.
Yeah.
No, at least twice, because 1 hit will take 2 death saves.
And the second
A
hit
third
will kill her.
Okay.
So I can Cloud Rune.
Who's gonna be the target?
Well, there's no enemies here except for us, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
RaQui, who's fresh. RaQui can take it.
No, I'll take it. This is Errol. Of course he takes it.
That will be. This is for the part that is halved. You take 11 points of slashing.
Yep.
Plus.
And that is halved already, yeah.
That's already halved. Plus 4 acid. And I need you.
Yep.
I need that con save DC 15.
Advantage versus poison. That's 14 on the dice. That's a 16 on the dice plus 8.
It's over 15. That's fine.
Lots of 20.
You
20
take
something.
10 points of poison damage. Already halved. Okay. It is the layer action. One of the sphere that is pointing to you turns and points at RaQui. RaQui, I need a will save.
No, you need to save Will.
I'm
Will
trying.
save.
Do you mean wisdom?
Not an attack.
save?
A wisdom save.
Yeah.
A willpower save. Mixing additions.
22.
Perfect. Nothing happens. A bright display of light and colors comes at you, and you it's an audio visual thing. You hear like a discordant audio pattern, something trying to break your concentration or leave you confused, but you overcome it. Your mind is stronger than this. We know it. We all know it. It is now the general's turn. He's going to make his first attack against Will.
I don't have a reaction because I've used it.
Oh,
So
okay. Then with advantage, hits. 2 death saves.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
can
Rolled a
reroll, yeah.
natural 19 with the silvery barbs, and even on the lower end of my other rolls, still would have hit. That is 2 death saves. And now the next attack. Anyone gonna do anything about that?
I've used my reaction. So
Used mine.
That's it.
Just asking, just worth asking. You see that
I ain't got nothing.
he raises the axe, and the glow on the axe changes to orange, almost like and you see this haze, almost like it's emitting heat, and it just brings it down and severs Will's head off, completely cauterizing the wound. And that is the general's turn. That then is now RaQui. Will.
She's dead, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
She's headless. She might be
I-
alive.
I have a question. Will my head roll?
Your head, no, it doesn't roll in the distance. It's
My head
just-
keeps it. Oh no, have I got a haircut now as well?
Yeah, there's a clean cut in the hair. There's a before and the after.
Got a
I
bob
thought
It's not
killing
even a
me was
knife.
bad
It's
enough,
not
and
even
now
nice. It's like a shit bob.
you've killed me, and now you've cut my hair as well, Kevin. It's the worst death ever.
Not bothered about death, just the bad haircut.
Okay. So, bonus action, form of dread.
Fuck yes.
So if he can please do a wisdom save,
Oh yes.
DC 15.
Okay. That is a 23.
Oh yeah, he succeeds. Okay, well, he's not scared of me, but then I didn't think he would be, so
He sees your form of rage and instead goes, "That's more like it. Entertain me."
Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm gonna go for a 4th level chromatic orb.
Oh yes, go for it.
3. Hang on. Yeah, right. I don't know if I have enough dice for this.
I have a chromatical.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's gone.
I'll have to re-roll one of them. Oh, there's some nice numbers there. Right. 26. 34
Oof.
points.
Is there a save to this?
Oh no, hang on. I actually have to roll to hit.
Ah.
Let me do that first. Hang on.
I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
Hang on. 16 on the dice. I don't know if this is gonna hit. Hang on.
Looking for 22. You're looking
23!
You hit 34 points of
34.
damage straight in the chest. 34 or more?
Yeah. No, 34, but I'm going thunder.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sonic.
Boom. There's a sonic boom that reverberates around the room. What if the cameras kind of shake? All of your bones rattle because you're in an enclosed space when this thing goes out. Fortunately, it's a controlled piece of magic, so you don't all take damage. But it is, someone's let a loud bang in a small room. He just takes it blunt to the chest, spits out another glob of blood. The armor has 2 HP remaining. But now you can see his full HP bar and mana. He has 50 mana and 171 HP. Errol, your turn.
Bonus action.
Mhm.
Branding smite.
Okay.
Whatever it's at, third level. Which is weirdly the second time he's calling on his blood to do any kind of magic. And then roll to hit, I guess. Because you just killed my friend.
Just killed your cook.
It's my friend. She's also the cook, but she's my friend. 23 to hit. That was close.
Hits.
I assume it still does my weapon damage dice. It just adds the radiant. So 7. 19 bludgeoning, so halved.
Okay.
To, I don't know, 10,
9.
9, something like that. 4 electricity, and then
Remember the giant smite. And the
yeah,
smite.
that was included in the.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm rolling the smite now. The giant smite was already included in the 19. I rolled a 1 on one of those dice. 10 radiant damage.
Awesome. So 23 total. You're going into his HP.
Second attack, which doesn't have the radiant anymore because. Oh, that's not going to hit. 18, yeah, misses.
At the end of it, he looks at the glowing and says, so you have more to show. Come on, show me what you got. Make this interesting for me. And at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to strike against you. That is a 20 to hit.
That is my AC. Yeah.
He is going to spend 9 mana to. Sorry, let me just check. Just 4 mana. He can only spend 4 mana. He spends 4 mana to pump a divine smite into it.
Smite.
He is a paladin of conquest.
I like it.
That's this is the radiant. Just so I'm going to be calling it. So it's 8 radiant.
Right.
I'm going to roll the part that it's halved for you. It will be 25. It's down to 12 slashing, already halved. Plus the 8,
Yep.
plus the 8 radiant, plus 1 acid, 1 measly acid, and I need the con save for the poison.
Con save. Hang on, that rolled into a gap. Come out of there. Roll again. That's not great, but advantage. Just 18 on the dice.
12 poison already halved. That is
Hello?
the
Getting real low.
general's turn.
Yeah, I was looking rough.
It is Clara's turn. Clara sees this happening and fully goes into a frenzy. As a berserker barbarian that she is, she pressed the button on the rifle. It essentially a blade comes out of the front, and she's gonna go ham on this guy in melee. First attack hits. Second attack hits, and because she's a frenzy berserker, she gets a bonus action attack every turn. Natural 20. So she deals.
Get it, Clara.
She deals already half because all of her stuff is mostly halved. I still have the deal the fire damage, but so far it's 25 points of damage. Fire is 25, a total of 40 points of damage from Clara. That then brings us to the top of the round again for Olo.
Olo's just gonna slice him up as much as he can.
Go for it.
We need to get him down. So first with his main hand. We're 30. We're 23 points of damage. And then he's going to attack again with his offhand. But misses.
You see this guy is bleeding profusely. Though by this point you realize he's bleeding more than just the weapon damage that you've been inflicting. So his time is coming up. Basically, for everyone watching, I put a turn limit on this fight. You're about 5 turns away from him going. This turn, bonus action, Thunderous Smite on his weapon. And as an action, I'm going to make attack roll. That is a 22 to hit on all of you.
Yeah.
Is it an attack or
It's an attack.
All right, I'm going to use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay. You were gonna do something?
Well, it says so runic shield. You can when a creature you can see within 60 feet is hit by an attack roll, can use your reaction because I have it back now, right? I've just had my turn.
Yep.
To force the attacker to re-roll the d20. So I could would it re-roll the whole thing or just against one person?
Yeah, because this is a full attack against. If you want to target it specifically, I would re-roll the attack against that person specifically. The attack goes against everybody at the same time, but you could force him to re-roll again for one specific person if you like.
Yeah, I'll try to redirect it from RaQui because I'm probably going to go down even on half damage. So I'll try to save her
Bearing in
from it.
mind, I haven't taken a hit yet.
How many hit points do you have though?
Well, my loadout.
Well, you're a bit bulkier now. That's true. Yeah,
I'm
maybe
a
I'll
lot
try
bulkier
to
now.
redirect it from me. I'll try to
Yeah.
just have him re-roll against me.
I can take one hit.
We'll re-roll against you.
She
I
said,
hide
That's
behind
a
my shield.
30 now.
That
against you.
still hits me.
Okay. So
I try.
my
shield glows for a minute and it doesn't
I will
help.
roll first the physical damage because in your case that is halved.
I'm actually resistant to lightning damage as well.
This is
Thanks, hubby.
this is thunderous. It deals thunder
Oh.
damage. Sorry, just went off the box. You take 13 points of slashing. The other two 27.
Yeah.
20. Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not the whole damage. That's just the slashing
Oh.
portion.
How many was that? 22.
27.
20.
That is then after that it's 2 points of acid. Or
Yep.
thunder. And he's pumping another divine smite into this.
Oh, God. Spoke too soon.
For 10 radiant. And I need Constitution saving throws from RaQui and Olo. DC 15.
No.
Damn it, I got through to the last bit.
8.
That's a miss.
Oh, I rolled 16.
That's a success. Olo, you take 17
See.
points of poison damage and you are poisoned. RaQui, you take 8 points of poison damage.
Poison is shitty.
All my damage is halved because of uncanny dodge.
Not the poison, because the poison is saving throw. That you take fully.
Okay.
I am going to use a reaction when everybody else is done. Because he's really annoying me now. Can you do a dex save for him, please?
You know what? I've not been rolling the Thorn Aura for all your attacks. So you should have been taking a bunch of damage. I won't roll it, so that's my mistake of not rolling it. Dex save. That's a 10.
Not enough. Oh, this is going to be good. Bonus reaction, Hellish Rebuke.
Awesome.
At my maximum
Nice.
level. So 9, 18, 20, 28, 35 points of fire damage.
Beautiful.
He's really pissed me off.
You blast him to shits. That's amazing. It is your turn, RaQui.
Question. So on my down to 6 and 2. Errol, have you gone down?
I'm down, yeah.
You're down. Okay. On my funky module thing, where when I casting a healing spell, I can spend extra mana to maximize dice. Do you class Weaver modules as that, or is it just
Just spells.
just spells. Okay. Right. In which case, I am gonna spend. How much HP do I see he has left?
He has 52 HP.
52. I see he's like a third. He's down to a third health. Okay. Can I go for? No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna action and bonus action my first aid modules for Errol.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So you get 4, 5, 6 from the first one. It's not very good. And 4, 5, 8 from the second one. And that's me. Done.
Legendary
14 hit
action.
points.
Pardon?
What was that? 14 hit points.
Maybe.
8 and 6.
Yeah.
No, 14.
Legendary action coming after you. With advantage because you're on the ground.
Me.
A natural 20 on Errol. On the ground.
Sorry,
It'll
can
drop
I
me.
silvery barbs?
Of course you can. That's still a natural 18.
That's fine. At least it's not that 20.
Yes.
Just on the... You've gone down, so your abilities go away. Just on the slashing, you're going down again.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now Olo's turn.
Okay.
Sorry,
Uh,
it's
Clara.
Clara's turn first. Clara is going, again, ham on this guy. Misses the first attack. Hits with the second, and misses with the third. And just will only deal... 8 points of damage to him. She is just gone full mental, and it's just hacking away at him like a woman possessed. It's a frenzied barbarian. At the end of her turn, legendary action on Errol. Errol, I'm going to give you a choice. I can give you 2 death saves if I hit you. And there's a potential that I get a critical, and that will be a fuck ton of damage that might kill you. Alternatively, I'll give you a single death save, but a permanent injury.
Interesting. Let's go with let's not tempt fate. Let's take 1 death save and I'll get injured.
You don't see this, of course, and you're fully rocked. He steps up, raises the leg, and fully stomps on your head, breaking off your horns.
No.
Unfortunately for you, like your parents and their line, like your mother and her line, their horns are more antler-like, so those regrow. Yours are more bull. Those are bone. Those are gone. You have now a war story.
That.
You've now filed them off like Hellboy.
He's very Hellboy, yeah. Just the stubby bit.
Now that brings us to Olo.
Odo sees it all happens and he's just filled with rage and he just slashes out.
Go for it. Hits.
26 on the first hit.
I can see you're in the game log.
21 points of damage so far, but he's going to pump all his mana.
Remember that he's taking half damage because of his rage.
He's going to pump all his mana into mana smiting.
Okay.
For another 16 damage on top of that.
So the 21 before becomes 10. And now 16, 26 points of damage. On his last legs.
And then he attacks with his offhand.
Go for it.
$26
That hits.
for 12 points.
Oof, almost there. 6 HP remaining.
And then
Ooh.
he's going to move 35 foot away. 25 foot away.
That will give him an attack opportunity against you.
Okay.
Can you not disengage? No, you used your bonus action.
He already used them. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Roll the con save, DC 15, because that's the part you won't be able to uncanny dodge.
23.
23. You get half damage then. Okay, so let me roll that damage first, because it's the part that you can't have. So 10 poison.
Okay.
Already there. Now for the damage that is halvable. So that's pumping another smite. You take 17 total damage.
He gets away, but he's just covered in blood. His own. But he's still standing.
Okay. It is the lair action. And I need Constitution saves DC 16 from the remaining standing fighters.
20.
Good. You succeed. RaQui, you take
Oh God.
1 point of lightning damage, and you are stunned until the beginning of the next round. So at the layer action, you will become unstunned.
Okay.
That means attacks against you will have advantage from him.
Okay.
So it is the general's turn, and he will move on you. No, actually, no. What will he do? What will he do?
Rails, roll for it.
Okay. No. He's gonna attack you both.
Okay, that wasn't on the option list.
Gonna use his area attack again. That's a 32. You can silvery barbs if you want. If you still can.
He's got like a 13 to attack, right?
13.
He's
Might
gonna
roll a
hit me
one.
pretty much.
Might roll a 1.
Fine. A silvery barbs it. He won't roll a 1, but I can try.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
The difference is this is a straight roll. He doesn't have he's not taking advantage of the advantage against you. Because it's an effect.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I will accept
Silver
a 2.
barbs. Silver barbs, that is a 25.
Yeah, it hits me.
I rolled a 12. The way this looks, you see him just square up again, and essentially after images of him appear right next to each of you and swing. There's one standing over Errol that swings and misses because Errol is down. Because it's just they basically just copy his motion.
Interesting, like an Echo Knight thing.
Again, because this is halved first. Can you halve this, Olo? Have you already used your uncanny dodge
Use my uncanny dodge on
on the legendary action? Yeah.
attack.
Okay, so this is
Um,
full then. This will be. I think you will go down. This is already 22 damage.
What's the area on this?
60 foot.
Oh yeah, it definitely gets me.
This is already 22 damage, so Olo goes down.
22.
Yeah. He doesn't pump anything else on this attack. Just does the 22 of the weapons. Because he sees them all go down, and you see it just the left arm just drops fully. Like no strength left. The other one though is like firmly in place. And that goes, do we have it? Yeah, boss, we have it. How does it look? Fucking epic. I've added lightning effects and everything. Cliff? Yeah, it's a cliff. Mountainside, storm, wind in your hair. It's all cool. Okay. I need a nap. And he just falls on his ass.
Someone somewhere just practically photoshopping.
As he falls down and everything shuts down, RaQui, you see that you see her body head severed. Where the severed head is, the illusion fades and her neck is intact.
I'm going to check that. So I'm going to go straight over to her and be like, I want to make sure she has a pulse.
You don't even need to. You have basic competence as a doctor, and I think your medicine bonus is ridiculous, and you have all the time in the world. She's stabilized.
Not dead.
Okay. Freaking out a bit now. You two are both down, right? You both down?
Yeah.
Or are you
Yeah.
up? Oh my god. Okay.
And one save down as well.
Okay. Can I literally gonna use. I don't even know how much mana I've got left. Oh, I think I have enough for this. Right, I'm gonna do
He ended the fight because he was at 6 HP. He could not take any attack from any of you. And he already had seen that RaQui blasted him to shit. So he's like, I'm going to cut my losses here. Bye-bye.
he's
out.
about to die. I'm gonna do 2 healing words. Maximize the dice, but I'm only going to do it at first level for each of them, so you guys can have 8 HP back. And that
You pop
is
back up,
almost
and
all of my mana.
you can, for the record, the moment Will dropped, I sent a message to Jade telling her, you're not dead, you're stabilized, don't tell anyone.
Well, she did keep that secret.
Yes, she
I was
did.
like, we've got a coin, it'll be okay.
So did I.
I mean, the coin, they did tell you, if you use the coin, we'll go into negotiations. Because you kind of went preemptively. They're like, we don't do preemptive. We do on the fact. So, you're not using it, so you can just dismiss it if you like.
Once I've stabilized the other 2, I'm going back to Will, because as much as I am medically trained, I'm kind of freaking out because I genuinely thought she was dead. So
Even there is not even a cut. There is not even a cut on the hair.
Yeah, but RaQui's not leaving
Aw.
Will anytime soon, so she's just staying there to make sure.
As you're doing this, out from the security room, a rather lanky looking, clearly an employee of the company, comes out and rushes for the general and begins to open a panel in the armor and work on him.
Should leave him to die.
You see the general turns towards him and says something to him, and just okay, yeah, boss, we can arrange it. The general says you can take any of the rooms if you want. We'll provide medical attention, whatever you need. And he just goes on like a walkie-talkie, just goes, yeah, I need backup in here. Yeah, yeah, the old man went ham again. Bring people down.
Olo just wanders over towards Will, sits down, reaches into his bag, pulls out a potion, and just starts drinking it.
Okay.
I used all of my potions because I handed them all out before we got the epic ones.
Olo sees that Errol's not drinking and he passes him one. 3d4 plus 4.
Because I think Ricky and
For
Errol
those
pulled
watching,
their
yes, the hair is
resources.
fine. The hair is fine.
When Errol sits up, how does he feel?
Because
I imagine that's
Lightheaded.
Something's off. Something's off. It's lightheaded, but in the sense, like if you're wearing a heavy backpack and suddenly you don't have it, like there's something definitely off. And like when you're leaning to kind of stand, that's when you notice the fragments of your horns on the floor.
sort of. I'm sort of picturing him like not like off balance a little because that's
It's a bit of balance because it's part of the weight of everything. It's like if Will shaved her hair, she'll need to learn how to walk all over again.
right because she's counterbalancing all that back weight. She probably walks forward.
She just leans forward. You just don't see it.
She's flop.
You know the Michael Jackson like moon like the tilt. That's how Will
When he
walks
leans.
normally.
Yep.
It's just the hair pulls
But
her
it's
back.
upright because of the hair. Yeah, I imagine Errol's a little off, but then he's like, "Oh, that's why I have a headache."
You also have the footprint of the armor on your forehead a bit.
On the forehead. It's more like it turns to like check Will.
Will is fine.
Head rushed because
Will
that
is
was
fine.
fast.
And you see that Ricky still has the coin in hand. It's not been used.
And then he's still holding this potion that Ola handed him. He's like, "Everybody's okay."
By this point, some other soldiers have come down, including people more dressed like medical officers, and they're very much dragging RoboCop away. They're dragging the general away into his office. And they're standing by in case you need anything. But they're aware that you've just been spending the last like 10 minutes for the 10, 20 rounds, for like 2-3 minutes, just going on this full-on battle against their boss. They're kind of also keeping a bit of distance because, like, you may be feeling like you want to kill us all, so we're staying respectfully away unless you need help.
Errol's like, "Okay, everybody's okay." Drinks the healing potion because nobody immediately said that they needed it.
One of them, Clara is just fuming. By this point, the rage has passed, but she is still keyed up and is running for the general. And there's two soldiers that have kind of stepped in the way, and it's just body blocking her.
Clara, Will's okay. Come over here. She needs you.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. This is a
my best
tunnel
shot, man.
vision woman.
My best shot. I'm gonna roll 2d20s. Disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah.
I rolled 2 14s, so evidently 14 was what I was, but plus 8.
22. She stops for a moment, looks at you, eyes bloodshot, just sweating. There's a psychotic gaze there. And she just looks at you, then looks at
Friendly.
Will, tilts her head, very Mike Myers, like, and then goes,
Friendly.
okay, and walks slowly towards you. The two soldiers are like just stepping a step back, putting themselves in front of the door to the general's office, but not saying a thing. One of the medical officers does approach and says, does anyone need help?
They do. They do. Them.
They essentially provide you with basic first aid, and along the way, that in this setting also includes a few cure wounds, so you all heal for 30 points of health, including Will.
If they go to touch Will, I'll let them do the cure wounds. But if they go to touch Will, I'm just gonna like shriek at them and take the stuff off of them and do it myself.
Oh no! When you do that, they say okay. They put down the first aid kit, take a step back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say to them, do not touch her.
Up to you, lady.
I don't think we specified this, so Errol's gonna come and get Will's phone because I don't think I have her brother's number.
Sure, you grab her phone. I mean, at this point, Will would have woken up with the healing, so. You realize you're not dead.
Yeah.
Let me borrow because you need to be with you and Clara need to just rest for a second. Let me call people and let them know you're okay.
Okay.
I think I call her brother.
One of the soldiers from the office comes towards you, RaQui, and Will says, when you're ready, the general would like a word. And take a step back and go back to the door.
Go and start getting up because I assume I'm still lying despite the fact that I've been healed partly, and then I'm like, okay.
Hold out. I've got.
I mean, you're still in pain.
Yeah.
Because the general did not pull any fucking punches.
Neither did I.
I've still got 4 mana potions, so I'd offer them to them.
I've got a bunch in my bag. I've got a bunch in my bag.
I'll help you up as much as the small bird can.
Clara's there. She can help Will out.
I was like, give me the word. I have more than enough reasons to end this man. I just take him out. If they kill me, fine. You bring me back. You have a coin. I can just take the motherfucker out.
I'd rather we didn't have to use a coin to bring him back. I'd rather you just didn't die.
You never let me commit mass murder.
Commit mass murder, just not right now.
GDI, man. So rude.
And
such a controlling girlfriend. You won't let me kill people.
I just kind of like hobble, like holding my sides because I hurt, and go over to his office.
You see that his chair has been pulled way back to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And machinery has been pulled out from the wall, like opening some panels, like a full medical suite, EKG, EEG, everything, intravenous. They're removing parts of the armor now. And you see when they remove the parts of the armor that cover the right arm and the left leg, like they remove the other side, and you see his arm come out. When they remove the right arm and left leg of the armor, there is nothing underneath. And they just remove it, and he essentially just has a left arm and right leg.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, hook him up And this is from the image you had before. It's a night and day of, the general and just a feeble old man.
Yep.
He is very much like his eyes are on focus. He is trying to lift his head and just ends up like putting it against the headrest. Your uncle is kind of fuzzing over him. And he goes, I was entertaining as hell.
Good. I wasn't going to pull any punches.
I need one last thing from you, and this is for your benefit.
Okay.
And he puts motions for one of the doctors, and he goes, I need to take a sample of your blood. I can take them from the access, but that's a bit gruesome and not at all hygienic.
Mm-hmm.
And you agree?
Yeah.
They essentially, tap a vein, take some of your blood, and give them to the technician you had seen working on him before. Just, okay, yeah, I got it. Give me 5 minutes. And he runs off and heads to the security room. I'm gonna just say fix a mistake. In the meantime, though, I look through a key. You pack a punch, little lady. That job offer is still open. I know, strange to offer you a job in the current circumstances, but them's the breaks. There's, for you, as a thank you from an old man, and I have a personal favor to ask. I've asked a lot, but I have one that I need you to promise me.
Mm.
If your mother asks, I am as much of a dick as she thinks I am.
What you think? And she kind of has a little smile at the corner of her mouth again. Like, you're
Not
a
a
total...
Don't ever mention that I have done anything even remotely kind. As far as she's concerned, I'm a fucking monster, and that's how it stays.
You're a total and utter prick. You
That I
should
am.
rot in hell.
That I am.
I get it.
Good. Now, head over into that room where you went before.
Mm-hmm.
If you want them, you can take their weapons. They're yours, basically. You should
Okay.
at least take your dad's sword if you're going to be using it.
Okay. I'll take it.
And he just leans back and just his head kind of lolls for a moment. Do you head to the no entry room, so to speak?
Yeah.
RaQui, do you follow?
Yes.
You both open the door, and it's essentially a storage closet. But as Will walks down to the end and stays there for a couple of seconds, a teleportation rune appears, and she disappears. You follow, and you appear in this massive auditorium, atrium kind of thing, where there are hundreds of armors with dog tags, like a plaque with the name and a photo of the general with that soldier. On the other side, like on the back, are almost like a family shrine with members of his family, including his wife, and just have some memorial there. And to the right are a collection of armors and weapons, with again plaques and some photos of the people, and you realize these are trophies of targets. And there is a few hundred. To the butt, you beeline towards the ones that belong to your parents. Do you grab them both? Grab one? What do you wish to do?
I have no use for the staff, but I take the sword. But is there anything else of my mother's there?
No, just the weapons.
Just the weapons.
When you grab the sword, Ricky, you see Will's eyes roll up to the back of her head when she grabs the sword. And Will, you have a flash of a memory. And you see in first person, you see yourself holding the sword, surrounded by a bunch of soldiers that are not Shadow Rain. They seem to be, they're a mix of Goliath and other giant races. And like they part and the general comes through much younger, about 20 plus years younger. And it just pushes past them and tells them to stand down. Behind them are they look like officers. They're dressed in like military regalia, like not dressed for combat, very much, officers and rest, essentially. And you see them, they're just sneering, like they're laughing, they're enjoying this moment. The general just looks back at them, walks towards you in the vision, and you see a clear look of disgust in his face. But he draws his weapons, and you engage in a fight. And eventually, the sword is flung from your hands, and you hear those officers saying, "Perfect, keep him alive. We'll make an example of him." And the general looks down and says, "Don't worry, I won't let them do that to you." And he raises his axe, and it glows with an orange glow and strikes, and you go down. And you snap back to the present.
I grab the staff.
With the staff, you see yourself running. To your side is your adoptive mother, like trying to get you out. You get that feeling that disconnects to that original memory that you had seen a long time ago. Because she is holding a baby. Though by her, she's holding a baby in one hand, you see that she's holding another kid in her left. You don't see their features in this point of view. You see that at one point they become separated. The kid on her left hand, is lost. She tries to look for him, but there's too much chaos. Running down the streets, there are explosions. It's the middle of a war zone. She's running with your mom, and at some point she falters and looks down, and she has a wound. And she hands the baby to her mom and tells her something, but the memory is mostly, in this case, there's so much sound around that you cannot hear. You're more essentially a passenger in this, so you don't hear what the words are said. Your mom grabs the baby and mouths, you clearly see she's saying like, I'm sorry, and runs with the kid, with you. And you turn to face an array of the same soldiers you saw before. And they open fire about 3 times and deal lethal injuries. But before you fall, the last thing you see is the general slapping their guns down and just smacking them around, clearly pissed off. And with that, you come back to the present.
We should go.
You retire from the room, go back to the office. At that point, the tech has returned and goes, "Oh, you're here. Just baseline. We've hacked everybody's databases. We have changed your, let's call it, birth blood type to another one. So if anyone ever tries to claim that you're you, the old you, your birth you, I don't know, this is old school, this is ancient story, it's weird enough for me. Blood types won't match. So in that case, in that sense, you're free. And he clicks on a button, there's a screen comes down, and it clearly shows the general beheading you. And your face is different in the video. And you see the orange glow come down, hit you. With the orange glow, you see that the blade phases out and doesn't actually strike you. But what is left is an illusion that you have been beheaded. And he goes, "So now we have evidence that the general is a badass and he fulfills all his contracts, and you're free to go. And no one will ever bother you with none of that crap. So the people who may want you dead, don't need you dead, and you're dead. You're dead. Sorry, I'm rambling. This is not my usual thing. I fix computers. I've been doing way more than that for the past 2 weeks, and I need a raise and vacations. I'm gonna go. I think I'm rambling, and I don't think you like me, so I'm gonna go." And he just storms out of the office.
I don't think you like me.
He was looking at Clara and says, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be healthy here." So you are, the two of you, RaQui and Will, you are in the general's office still. Errol, did you follow them, or are you staying outside?
I actually would have walked a little further down the corridor, and I'm phoning Voltaire on I'll phone him on video call, because why not?
Yeah, the signal's a bit wobbly. The quality is not the best because you are a few meters on the ground. But he picks up and says, "Yeah, what's up? Is Will okay?"
Will's alive. Everything is everything is settled.
Good, because I've been for the past 10 minutes trying to stop my mom from going down and killing half the base.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I'm calling. She's just gone back to. I don't know. She got healed up. She's okay. RaQui's still with her. They're just having some sort of conversation again now, but she'll speak to you when she gets back out, I'm sure.
Okay.
He'll spin so that they can see like everybody else in the corridor is okay. Like everything's okay. I don't know if they left the door open, so if I spin down the corridor, they see in the.
You would see a group of people around the general, so you don't see the general himself, but you do see into the office, and you see that
They probably see Will and
you see Will and RaQui as they're. You see them walking into that closet. They go off screen, so you show them going off to another place. Well, moving around the office to a point where you can't see them anymore. Because this call would have happened before they went in.
Yeah.
But
So
with that,
I'll let her ring you back, but I just wanted to check in and say everyone's okay, everything is okay and settled, I think. So we should be out sooner rather than later. No one has to come storming in. We're all good.
Walter does squint from and says, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Errol looks at himself in the screen and is like, "The general happened to me, but I'm alive." So Oh, there's a whole footprint. It's like,
Okay. I know a stylist. That's the only thing I can offer.
yeah, that, yeah, well, that's for later me to deal with. I have to phone other people now too. So, yeah, we'll phone you when she gets back out.
Okay.
Tell your mom everything is okay.
Fair enough. I'll take care of my people. You know what? If everyone's okay, it's fine. I'm just gonna take my mom back to Will's place and
Yeah, please do.
lock this shit down, so to speak.
Please do.
By the way, your bosses, I think, they said when you're all ready, you should go back to HQ
Seeker's Guild.
and talk. I don't know.
Got it.
I mean, there is a fucking angry storm cloud out here. It's kind of pissed off. I
Yeah,
don't want to
I'm sure.
approach her, so I leave that one to you.
I'll have RaQui speak to her. I think she likes her best.
Like, it shows a video included Mintress just arms crossed, like standing sullen with a like rainy cloud over her head, and there's like lightning strikes happening around her.
Mentra, you okay? Doing okay?
No response, just like a dead glare.
Don't look like.
Well, there's a, I'm gonna hang out now. I think my phone's starting to buzz.
Yeah, don't get too close. Yeah. I just wanted to check in.
Hangs up.
And then I phone Corin.
Again, it's Fuzzy and Corin says there's one who goes, "Oh, finally."
Yeah,
Is there something you need to tell me?
it was a fight.
I
Everybody's
think-
okay.
I mean, I provided you weapons. I'm going to guess that was going to happen.
And to be honest, without them, I'm not sure how many of us would have been still standing. So thank you. We're literally all okay. Will's mum is out. We're all alive. We should be leaving as soon as they're done over there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's. I'll be going back to your place and your apartment here, and we'll talk when you get there.
Okay, we're supposed to go. Well, the Seekers are with us, so we'll probably tail them back and then we'll be home.
Whatever you need, I'll wait there.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know at the first opportunity. We're all okay and
I appreciate that.
mission accomplished.
Happy to hear that. Let's talk when you get back. And he hangs up.
Absolutely. Hangs up, looks at Olo. Should you be checking in with anyone?
Question. Do all families have murderers?
I think not, but I can't really speak for that, considering.
Is it a Seekers thing?
I don't think Corin's family has any murderers in it, but then he married me, so now I guess.
I mean, most of his family is very much like the life under the sea. So they're
Yeah.
not really surface dwellers. So, no idea.
His mother was a bit of an outlier. It's not especially close.
I've got
Well,
parents that I haven't met in ages. Do you think one of them might be like a bit Dulu?
Secret
Probably.
murderer? Oh, they're back.
Will is carrying a sword in a scabbard that looks very much like the sword that she conjured up.
Cool
How's
weapon.
things, Will?
Hmm?
How's things? General
Okay.
still alive?
Me too. I just want to go.
Shall we then?
Let's go. I called your brother. Here's your phone.
Thanks.
RaQui,
Mm.
so Mentra's really pissed.
Who upset Mentra?
I think she's just upset that we're still down here and she's not. So might be worth maybe making a beeline to her.
Are there still guards and stuff scurrying around?
No, not scurrying around. There's just a few guards just posted. The normal security of the place.
I'm just gonna point to one and be like, you, where can I get a cup of coffee to go?
We have a coffee place in the office, ground floor lobby. You never saw it because you all came from the back door.
We need to go via coffee.
Let's go,
Okay.
team.
Tell them the general sent you. It's more or less true. It'll be free of charge.
Errol starts walking. He just reaches for the nearest.
I mean, it's the
Teammate.
lift.
I'm gonna
It's like-
go.
Whoa. It's very strange.
Gonna go via the coffee place to grab a coffee to go for Mentra.
I'm also
Um,
going to get 3 coffees to go.
You all grab a coffee from. It is essentially like a Starbucks inside the facility on the ground floor, because the ground floor is very much just offices. Fairly busy
So-
office too.
Will would be disgusted, but me as a player, I'd be happy.
Oh, we'll tell you this coffee is strong. Like
Strong coffee's good.
way stronger than you would expect from a franchise coffee place.
Do we
It's
all walk out of here with Starbucks?
very much.
Ricky
They all
likes
have the
strong
logo of the
coffee.
company though. It's all Shadow
We're
Rain
all like-
coffee.
We were like, fucked. We just walked out with like the Starbucks man. Just the visual of that is amusing to me.
I take my spare coffee and I'm gonna go find Mentra.
Mintra looks at you, acknowledges that you're still alive, goes, okay, good, and walks away. Doesn't say anything else, just
Aw.
walks away.
Does she at least take the coffee I'm handing out?
Of course
for
she
her?
takes the coffee and then walks
That's
away.
all right. If she takes the coffee, I know that she's not really upset with me, so that's fine.
Oh, you can make an insight check if you like.
Oh no, I don't.
I would like to do that.
Can I make an
All right,
insight check?
okay. Insight. We'll do it. Oh, well, that wasn't very good. 15.
I want the gossip.
Yeah, so do I.
We're all like,
I like Mentra. She's not allowed to be upset with me.
What did you roll,
Errol 1
Ricky?
point.
15 for me.
Okay. Anyone roll higher than that?
28, natural 20.
I rolled 23.
Oh no.
With a 15, she's
Errol
not
doesn't roll.
angry. She's not angry. She was mostly worried.
Aw.
And now she's not worried anymore. The other two, you read far more into the body language and like the looks that she's giving when she's leaving. Yes, she was worried. She was frankly terrified. And you can see that she's angry at herself because she cares too much about Ricky.
Well, shit. Errol
It
actually
doesn't
worked
go
out
with her.
someone
It
had
doesn't
feelings for
go with
someone.
her with her
Mhm.
aura. So she's to not show. In her mind, she's showing too much. It's just I gotta walk away and walked away.
This is a first. Errol actually just worked out someone liked someone.
Yeah, so did Will. Remember how Will and Errol couldn't figure out about not tricking Errol?
Errol knows
You
something
don't
RaQui
know.
doesn't.
I will say you don't know the nature of the liking. Could be a friend. You don't know the specifics. I am not confirming any.
28. That's
I'm
a
not.
lot.
With a 28, you have a natural 20, right?
It was, yeah.
She
Yeah,
doesn't.
with
She
a
doesn't.
19.
She doesn't have many friends. She doesn't have friends. RaQui is the only friend she has.
Yeah.
I will say there might be someone in the city that does like RaQui, but we're not discussing anything like that at this moment.
Ponty's back.
Yeah,
We love
Ponty
Ponty.
Lawrence is back. Is back in your life.
We love a Ponty. And Errol just kind of like slows down, watches her walk away, and is like, huh. No, probably not. Keeps walking.
Where do you all head?
Like-
Do you head back home or do you head to the Seekers Guild?
I want to head back home.
I was supposed to go to the Seekers Guild first,
I know.
but Will, if you want to go home, I would get it. Your brother took your mum there, I think. I look
Yeah.
around, is he already gone?
Errol, do you not want to go and see Corin? Because surely it
told
doesn't
Corin.
take all of us to go to the Seekers.
No, I told Corin that's where we'd be going first, so
But we don't all need to go.
Do we? Maybe they want to speak to all of us. They might understand Will not being there. But maybe we should go.
I mean, Errol has a husband to get back to as well, so I'm sure they'd understand that.
You?
I can get public
Insight
transport
check,
back. It's
RaQui,
fine.
what are you up to?
Huh?
Insight check,
You
RaQui,
can
what are you up
insight
to?
check me, that's fine.
Feel RaQui being like, yeah, you all don't have to work. That's not very RaQui like. Oh well, we continue the high-low rolls for insight. That's a 3. 11.
RaQui is being straight with you.
Genuinely, we don't all have to go. You two have people at home. We don't.
Yeah.
No offense, Solo.
I mean,
Lots taken.
get a taxi back, Will.
Okay.
So who's heading to the Seekers Guild?
Olo, no lover.
And
Willow,
RaQui.
no lover. I'll take a taxi back with Will and I'll message Corin to say I'm going to come straight home.
You'll both head home. The other two go head to the guild. On arriving to the guild, Sother doesn't waste a minute. Immediately makes a call to Ticker and says, "Ticker will be waiting for you in a meeting room. Meeting room 3, please, right away."
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah.
You come in and Ticker is already sitting at the head of the table, arms on like hands on a steeple, just waiting for you all to sit down.
All
Well,
two of us.
that was a thing.
Yep.
From the state of you, and given all that you've clearly received medical attention, I'm gonna go on a limb and guess things happened after we left.
You could say that, yes.
Well, this is gonna be quick, based on this entire thing. Normally, I would have bounced you, or we would have bounced you around the different districts to get experience all over Cardis before we took the training wheels off. But this has proven far more than anything that those need to come off right away. So your probation is complete. You are now full-fledged members of the Seekers Guild. Those of you who were at stone level, you are now copper level. Sorry, RaQui, still a bit too early to push you up a notch. But yeah, now from here on out, you can go anywhere you like to, talk with whichever branch you want to work in, and talk to them, and we'll make the arrangements for you to go. I am hoping that you'll still consider staying here for a bit. There are things still going on that might require a few extra hands, but as of right now, you are free to choose. I mean, if there's an emergency, a branch will call for you or something. But other than that, you're free to pick your assignment.
Thank you. I think it will be some conversing required in terms of that. But thank you. We appreciate it.
At that time would be the time Will and Errol are getting to the your apartment building. There is a bit of a warning tone coming from your gloves, and the rings change from stone to copper. Same for Olo, of course.
I guess we just leveled up.
Mm-hmm.
And so he says, that's all I got for you for now. I'd suggest you take a few days off and get back to me with what your decision is going to be.
Thank you. We will do.
For what it's worth, and looks at RaQui, I hope you stick around.
Yeah.
Olo hops off the chair, just walks in.
Yeah, follow behind.
Back in your home, the first to arrive. Basically, Errol, you and Corin, how much do you tell? What do you? He freaks out of the horns for a minute. Then realizes you're not freaking out nearly half as much as he expected you to be freaking out about your horns. So he calms down a bit.
I'm processing. I'm not really sure if this headache is ever going to go away or quite how my mom's going to react, but that is, I'm mostly just glad everybody is fine.
For the rest of the evening, you are pampered by your husband, who doesn't let you move and does fucking everything in the house.
I keep
I mean,
trying to get
there's
up
a
to do
couple
things.
along the way. You try to help because you're you. So a few, for fuck's sake, Errol, do the standard quota does get uttered.
Just go sit down. Fuck's sake. Eventually he will just sit down and just bask in normal home life, and his husband is here, and nobody is hurt or dying or dead. Everybody came out alive, and we saved Will's mom. It's
I
a big
think
win.
Errol is
He's
still unsure of what
basking
the
in for a
fuck.
minute.
Errol, is Errol still unsure on what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, the whole shit was fucking weird. I think he tells Corin a little bit of like, because he didn't hear everything. He only like heard Will's side of it when she came out, which was like, yeah, I gotta die. And he's like, we're not, I'm just gonna stand here and let him kill you. Like, I get that this might be all a thing, but like, the fuck? So he like tells Corin some of it in a really ranty way. And then it's like, okay, this is still a win. I'm gonna count it as a win. Nobody is dead, everybody's alive, things are fine.
On the other apartment, your mom gives you a hug for like 10 minutes straight. Your brother joins in. Clara goes straight to your room and doesn't come out. And leaves you to the family reunion. Now I'm going to ask you, how much do you tell your mom and how much do you keep?
I keep probably most of it. It's still very fresh, and I still can't quite get to grips with it fully. I don't really want to talk about it.
Your mom, on the other hand, that's the only thing she wants to talk about because, well, her perspective is very different on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna ask a question, do you keep your promise to the general?
What, that he's an asshole?
Yeah, basically keep any information regarding, him being even remotely having a decent bone in his body.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a decent bone in his body. Although I do talk about her brother, how he spoke to her. And how he told him not to talk, to kind of give more of the he's an arsehole vibe to it. But be like, yeah, I never knew that you had a brother. He's actually not that bad. He's quite nice. Unlike him.
We're gonna have you make a deception check with advantage. Because you are keeping certain aspects of the story back and not being fully truthful on everything.
17.
He has a +2 bonus to her insight. So 14 or lower, all good. If not, this may turn into a conversation, a much longer conversation at a later time.
Mm-hmm.
She hears you. She is surprised at the mention of your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't seem to be questioning anything. I rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, she spends time talking to you about him. Very much kind of the things you already got, that he very much, her father kept him away from the business.
Mm-hmm.
Because neurodivergent and, a lot of anxiety issues with him. Like, kind of does mention, gives a kind of a, does mention for a moment, almost like, a sibling saying, he's dad's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Does mention that whatever she might think of her dad regarding her own self, he very much took care proper care of her brother in all his things.
And we'll just be like, yeah, like keeping him in a cupboard.
What?
Like keeping him in a cupboard. Didn't you see the cupboard? It said do not enter. Have you ever been in your dad's office?
Oh, the memorial thing. Yeah. I even when I was working with him, I tried to not go in there. I know why he does it. He sees it as a sign of respect. To me, it's a bit eerie.
Mm-hmm.
Too many reminders as well.
Yep.
Both of friends and other things. So no.
Mm-hmm.
Conversation really much, Voltaire joins in, and the conversation progresses.
We'll keep on looking at Voltaire a little bit.
He looks. He says, "What? Is there something on me?"
Yes, your face.
The only one I got, so just stuck with it.
Oh, what a shame.
And he points to his girlfriend and says, "She seems to like it."
Yeah, did you knock her on the head?
Her parents did.
True.
He looks and says, "Are you okay?"
Mm-hmm.
And his girlfriend comes and takes her mom away just to, grab some drinks and everything. And says, "Okay, mom's away. Is everything okay?"
Yeah, my parents' things were in there.
That's rough.
Yeah, I saw things. Like visions.
I mean, that's. If I'm going to say, if you see them, if you see more in the future, like if they become a recurring thing, let me know. I may be able to help with that a bit. I know a few, meditation techniques and stuff that can help you with that.
Yeah.
If it's not a recurring thing and a one-off, it's a one-off.
It's whenever I touch or see something to do with them. Usually. I might be misreading what I saw, but I think my dad might be alive.
Make an insight check.
18.
He's truly shocked about that one and is trying to hide it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Okay, well, I got my people. I can put out some feelers."
Mm-mm.
Sure.
Yeah, I think if I look into it with the same thing essentially might happen.
You know who might know, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, if you're at any point thinking of going back and asking, don't tell mom.
I'm not going to.
Okay. Is everything okay with Clara? Because she kind of bolted. I'm gonna if you want to check on that, I'll take care of mom.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired, so I think I might, if that's okay.
He gives you a hug, a kiss on the forehead, and then walks back, and just be loud, Voltaire, to distract your mom.
Mm-hmm. I'll go into the bedroom.
You go into the bedroom, and you don't see Clara until you check, and she is very much moved away like some stuff from a corner, and is basically packed herself in a corner, legs wrapped around her, arms wrapped around her legs, just crying.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna kneel down and just hold her.
Make an insight check if you like.
18 again.
And again, she is shivering.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just crying, but she's not saying anything. And not actually reacting that much to you. You get the feeling this might be her coming down from the rage, like a kid that gets really angry and then starts to cry.
Mm-hmm.
Similar situation, might be something similar with her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just her having reached a level of rage and adrenaline that just blew the roof and is kind of coming down from it.
I'm just gonna just hold her.
RaQui and Olo, you return to your individual apartments. Is there anything you wish to do?
On the journey, I've been mucking about with my disguise kit. So before I go to my room, I'll give a knock on Errol's door.
Corin answers this, goes open. Hey, Olo.
Hi, could I speak to Errol a second, please?
Sure. Just don't let him stand up. He's still wobbly on his feet. Something about, balance and stuff. Do you want something to drink?
No, thank you. This should only take a moment.
Corin gives you the room, so to speak. Errol is very much laying on the sofa.
Where his horns would normally lean over the edge, it's just his head propped up on a pillow now, and he's like, "This is really strange." Hello. He goes to sit up. Everything okay?
Yeah, just lie down, lie down. He Olo wanders over, places his hand up towards Errol's stump. He's holding something in his hand that looks like a horn. Damn it, I've made it too small. Does this look close to what you had?
Made
I
of
don't know.
paper
You tell me,
mache.
does it?
No, I think it's too small.
Oh, thank you.
I'll get some more supplies, and we can come with a temporary measure if you want.
Yeah, that would be really nice. Thank you. I think is that I reach out and kind of touch his head. I'm just checking, because usually it's when you go down, I'll stab you.
I don't know. Maybe I kind of like you now.
Oh, you finally figured out that we're friends, huh?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the other side.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you two to it. I've got some more work to do. Have a
Hey,
good day.
Olo,
Yep.
thank you, really. And yeah, thank you for coming back today.
What else could I do?
There is always a choice to do something else.
I just followed my heart for once.
I'm gonna hug him. And in the most respectful way, Errol does not lift him off his feet. He'll stay sitting on the
You're also
sofa
kind of
and lean
leaning
forward to
from
hug
the
him.
sofa, so you don't have the leverage to do that.
Yeah, I sit up and then lean over to hug him. But As a real life short person, it's the worst.
Uh, so it's obviously a little bit uncomfortable, but he hugs back.
Thank you.
Laters. And he wanders
And-
back.
Don't forget to call in. I'm sure she worries about you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Good night, Olo.
And RaQui, you're back home to a mound of paperwork and other stuff you've gotten from that storage locker.
Yeah, I say goodbye to Olo downstairs, and I'm gonna fly up through my window because I don't want to bump into anybody. And the first thing I am gonna do is take off the wing adornments and the taloned gloves because I don't want them on anymore. And then I'm just gonna sit and ponder. And as I do so, I'm just gonna pick up the little wooden carving that I got out of the locker and just kind of like roll it over, play with it in my hands as I think about what to do.
You are thinking about what to do when everything around you disappears. Yeah, you
shit.
find yourself in a place almost like a liminal space. Everything around you is stormed. You're standing on clouds, and there is a solitary tree, and a lightning strikes it and doesn't disappear. Instead, the lightning molds itself into the shape of a crow that fully materializes and gazes at you.
I stare back at it.
Oh, you're the grandkid, aren't you? Granddaughter, I'm assuming?
I guess that depends on who you're referring to.
Your grandfather, Gustav. And
Then
your
that-
great grandfather, great grandmother, and everyone before them.
Then yes, that would make me the granddaughter. Who might you be?
I am Revere, the Stormcrow. In times past, up to your grandfather's time, I was your family's guardian spirit, watching over all of you. Your parents, their generation, did not either wish or rekindle the guardianship. Will you?
I wasn't even aware that there was a guardianship. I didn't really know my grandfather at all, and my mother doesn't really talk about the family. So I'm really sorry, but this is the first that I'm hearing about you. So I guess I can't really agree to something that I don't know anything about.
How about we
Maybe
start
if
with
you
your
could give me
name?
some. My name.
I've already given mine. It is only polite that you give yours.
Can I insight check him to see whether or not I trust him. 17.
I mean, it's a weird lightning crow that appeared when you grabbed an idol. He doesn't seem to be saying anything obviously false, but it would really up to you if you're going to trust it or not.
What harm can telling him my name do? Uh, my name is RaQui.
I knew a rookie once. Your grandmother, I think. Very kind. Very troubled.
So I'm coming to understand.
And I see you are touched by the same gift, if that is a term for it.
So it is something that other people in the family have then.
Yes. Every generation of the family, there is one. Very often a female member of the family. Not always, but most commonly.
So my aunt,
As I said, the other generation did not resume guardianship, but yes, during your grandfather's time, yes, one of the daughters was very much more connected to this than prior generations.
so how did the guardianship work? What did they do for you? What did you do for them?
It's a symbiotic relationship, a partnership. The family makes offerings on certain occasions, performs a service here and there, and I offer wisdom. And if the current head of the family, which technically would be one of your parents, but as they did not resume the guardianship, if you were to do so, it would be you. The head of the family would receive some gifts.
What do you mean by offerings?
They're not sacrifices, if that is what you're wondering. More an offering to a storm. Something you hold dear, an object given to the storm to claim, to deepen our connection, my connection to the family.
Okay.
The service is more a task, something that will reap benefits for you and will again will deepen the bond of the guardianship.
So I wasn't expecting this. I'm not saying no. I just would like to clarify that. Are you aware that I already have a connection
I do.
with another being?
I do. This would not override or impede any of that.
And they would be of the same opinion?
And ask them.
Does that mean I can take some time to consider?
The guardianship remains broken. If you do nothing, it remains broken. It's only up to you if it is restored or not.
And is there something that you would need to restore it?
Just agreeing. There is a bit more song and dance and ritual involved, but it is a matter of consent only. A vow of partnership.
This
In other words, are you married? It's similar to that. Without
I'm-
the messy emotional entanglement.
definitely not married. If I were to restore that guardianship, could you help me save my mum?
Perhaps. As we are not bonded, as the guardianship is broken, I do not know anything of the current generation or of the family as a whole. With
Okay.
the guardianship restored, I will be able to know things of the family.
Okay. And to get back in contact with you, just
Hold my idol.
Okay.
Connection until the bond is reforged. This connection is tenuous on a normal occasion. I'm making an effort this time because it's our first meeting. It is more. It is stronger during stormy weather, as I am a storm crow.
Thank you. I hope you understand why I can't give you an answer right now, but I will have an answer for you, and I appreciate you making the effort to speak with me today.
The Stormcrow nods, and almost like in reverse play, you see him turn slowly back into full lightning, and the lightning goes in reverse back into the sky, and you wake up back in your apartment.
So I don't really know what to think of that. So she's just going to do something to keep her distracted. So all of the paperwork and everything, she's just going to start doing an archive for it. Something dull, boring, keep her distracted, that she can do easily without having to think about it.
You spend the evening up until the point you collapse with that, and everyone else spends a rather calm evening after a rather tumultuous day. The next day comes, and if you wish to have a moment between you to discuss anything you wish to discuss, we can do that before we close off our story. Is there anyone who wants to bring something up or say anything to the group as we close this arc off?
Just feeding back to Errol and Will. Obviously, they'll have known because their things got upgraded, but feeding back what Ticker has said in terms of we are now fully fledged seekers, and it is up to us where we go from here, where we're based, whether or not we remain, etc., so that everybody is on the same page.
I need to ask an important question. Where is this being discussed? Is it in Errol's place? RaQui's? Who is hosting this little get-together?
I guess I
Sure.
could, as everyone seems to be coming to mind recently anyway.
Okay. Your brother has taken your mom out to basically, visit the city a bit, just go around and do a bit of touristing, just to, give you some space when they see, your friends arriving, and you probably need to, he figured you probably need to all to vent and catch up on everything that went down the previous day. So good thing is this demonstration does not happen in front of Corin, who the notion of we can go home again would immediately have come up. But yes, to reiterate what Dicker said, you are now full-fledged members of the guild. It is up to you where the hell you go. Sure, if there is a need, a particular branch can make a call and request that you come for a bit. That is standard operating procedure, but you're at the point where you can essentially say, you know what, I'm going to be primarily in location A. Still, again, Ticker does wish, you make your choices, but for what it's worth, he would like it if you stayed for a little while longer. But you are free to go wherever you want.
Very clear what passes over Errol's face. It's pretty much what you'd expect to pass over Corin's face. It kind of dulls a bit because he realizes that he still has stuff he needs to do in the city.
So let's put this, you can take any time you need. This is the end of our arc. We can take a bit more time than usual. So baseline, I'm taking that Errol will likely stay for a little longer. Though there will be a conversation with Corin on that bit, but baseline is stay for a little longer.
It's a case of I got at least two things to close off here.
And yeah, you got the Asmodean deal primarily.
There's two names at least here, so kind of need to close that off before I leave. But then I'd like to go home, but I realized I'm not the only one here with family, so
Bill, what will do?
I'm probably gonna go back with my family for a while before I make any decisions. We've been through a lot.
time out.
Mm-hmm.
RaQui,
Any ticket.
Can't leave.
definitely staying.
Definitely staying.
Olo,
Olo wants to touch base with his parents and then he's going to make a decision what he's going to do.
And with those decisions made and many more things to go in the future, this is where we close out this arc. And the next one will pick up a little time later. There will be some time for downtime events and other such things. And you all level up to level 8. And you took a beating from the general. That deserves a level up.
Thank you, Kevin, for the story so far.
Thank you to
Really
everyone who
cool.
joined us for
Pretty tough.
watching. Thank you for the dice boost that we didn't use. Not every fight is about killing people. Some are about marketing and cinematography.
Marketing and cinematography.
No, they're putting out a package that shows the general like a fucking anime hero.
The absolute brutal death of everybody in this party.
Pretty much. It'll basically cut off at the point where it's just RaQui and the general facing off, and then it shuts off. They'll just put like a flash of lightning, show at a berg squawk, and the last shot will be the general triumphant, axe held high, like the cover, like the cover of a Man of War record, full epic metal in the background. And that'll keep the clients coming because they think the guy can still function. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, let me return those points that were used. That is going to be it for us for tonight. Before we quickly go around, folks tell you who they are and if they wish to do so, where you can find them in dark corners of the internet. In this wild, topsy-turvy world where we still don't know what the next fucking social media of choice will be. So, Kat.
I am Kat, and I have been playing RaQui MriTtyur, who still has my handy magical coin.
Yep, that's going to stay there until you cash it in. At
Mhm.
which point the devil will appear like, we should talk terms.
Yeah.
Possibly a devil with a bunch of spikes going through him, talking in a very high pitch. Ash?
I'm Ash. I've been playing Olo, who's going off to finally meet his parents.
Oh, doing the whole Princess Anastasia thing. Just break into musical number. That'll be the thing. Nate.
Hello, I'm Nate. I've been playing Errol Reminesh. You can find me on Twitter as Tiniest Sidekick. You can find me here on Kevin's channels playing various other games on various other days of the week.
Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I was playing Will. You can also find me playing here on Kevin's channel, playing Vampire the Masquerade, or playing D&D. You can also check us out on his YouTube channel, and you can watch Kernels of Mystery, which is Kids on Bikes.
We're currently recording season 2, and it's Kids on Brooms. But for first season, it's Kids on Bikes. Also, every episode, every story comes literally drawn from 1985 Games' deck of stories. Just pull 3 cards, and I take those prompts and create something out of them. I'm not going to say they're coherent stories. They're stories. But thank you all for joining us. Thanks for watching. We hope you had a good time, and we will see you next time.